see what comes after Dragon Knight. Alright, Kalos starters. Perfect. Bulbasaur right here. Got another one that I can evolve right here. Do I have a third one? I do. Alright, so this one. Alright. Ivysaur here. I'm gonna evolve this one. Then we'll evolve one of these two into Venusaur. And Charmander. I know I have an extra Charizard. I don't know if I have an extra Charmander or Charizard. Cool. Alright. Get back to our boxes here. Alright, here we go. Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur. Alright, next up will be Squirtle. I definitely don't have a Wartortle or Blastoise. But if we... Squirtle's right. Do have an extra one. Oh wow, a whole bunch. Cool. While I'm here, might as well put Charmander on the team too. How many do I have? One here. Oh, perfect. Alright, cool. Alright, let's evolve here. What's going on, Shem? How's it going? Alright, I'm gonna evolve one more time. Or two more times. Get a Wartortle here. Then get a Blastoise. Throw that in the box. What's up? How's it going? 6-7 high. 8-9, hello. Yo, what's going on, Jack Price? You be thirsting in the gym? I do not. Hey, that's a tip right there. Gym is not a place to be thirsty, man. Where people want to feel comfortable and confident in their bodies, and a bunch of eyes oogling them definitely doesn't help with that. I do not be thirsty in the gym. Alright, let's put that there. Alright, now Charmander line. I have a Charizard too that I actually want to bring over before I even... Nope, wrong one. Definitely over here. Where's the one that I didn't train up? There we go. Right there. Go right here. I gotta evolve here. go. We're playing a little bit of Pokemon. Some light, done with work for the day, so, you know, chill out a little bit. I'm actually headed to the gym later. Probably going to stream for like an hour or so and go work out. There we go. Alright. Next up. Oh, I have these out of order. Okay. They're very out of order. Go here. Go here. Go here. Alright, cool. Now, Stunfisk is next. This is a weird ordered Pokédex. But I know I have a Stunfisk. There we go. A bunch. Oh, and the Galar form. Okay. What I'll do is... I gotta change this back to box 6. It's not my team's box anymore. Here we go. Valerian, Stunfisk. A whole lot of those. Wow. Okay. And Malamar. Skrelp and Dragon. There's that Dragalge right there. Now why'd you move? Launcher. Gumi. I saw Gumi earlier. Do I not have... I don't. Sliggoo. I wanted to make sure I wasn't reading the spelling. Alright. And I only have one Gumi, so I gotta go find another one. Let's see. Let's see if I can find Sliggoo, where you have to evolve Gumi. Blue District, Jean District. Alright. Let's see. Where is our next target? Alright. Already not recognized by, I guess you can't find it. I don't know why they're acting like... Maybe you can, but we'll evolve it into, Can you get the Hisuian form too? Oh, okay, wait a minute. If we can get Hisuian Goodra... So we can get Hisuian Goodra, I want to try to get that also. Available regional forms. Let's see. I think my Gmail is hacked because I did not change my username. Oh yeah, it used to be J Pizzle, right? That's weird that they would hack it and just change your username to Jack. Like if they were gonna hack it, I would think they were gonna try to mess with you or something. All right, you can't get oh no, you can. Home transfer only. Okay. Well, I'll get Pokemon Home later. And I'll probably make a box for all the regional forms because at this point it would be a lot of reordering. No, it wouldn't. Because I left an open slot for the Slowbro Slowking line. I can definitely do the same for Goodra and Sliggoo. Okay. Yeah, that's doable because I have Legends Arceus also. So, alright, let's find another Gumi then. Rain. Only found in the rain. You know what I can do, actually? I'm pretty sure it was a Wild Zone mod. So let me just... Wild. Maybe it's not a Wild Zone mod. Okay, I thought it was. Alright, going to Vert Sector 9, I guess. I'm waiting for it to rain. Vert is over here. Sector 9. Right in this area right here. Okay. Fly here, take the elevator if we need to. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Let's do it. Maybe they did mess with you actually, Jack, because I noticed it just said 6,900. So maybe that was the joke that they made. That's kind of funny because it's such like a tame joke, you know? Like whoever did that was like, all right, we have access to this person's Gmail, and therefore, you know, everything connected with that, so YouTube and stuff like that. But they don't want to cause too much harm, you know? So they're like, all right, we'll just make his username 6,900. Well, I guess it'll appear around here when it's raining. There is no way to change the weather, right? I can't, like, get a mon that knows rain dance. Use it outside of battle. Weather mechanisms. Alright. Cycles through. Start of morning or night. We can change randomly after an in-game hour. Oh, so Sliggoo does spawn in the rain. Okay. Oh, and I didn't know that Skarmory won't spawn. That's kind of cool. Let me see if cycling through the day will also affect the weather change. Okay, so I mean, they said when you go from night to day, the transition screens will show the weather. It doesn't exactly clarify if going from night to day changes the weather, but let's find out. Hopefully it does. As quick as possible, you know. Won't get any battle zone points, but that's whatever. We're doing alright. Alright, well that incoming weather looks pretty non-rainy to me. So I'll try to change it one more time because I guess it's like technically one day, right? Let's see over here. Change it to night one more time. I'm gonna be mad if I have to skip this until it's raining. Because so far we've been pretty good going in order. I also have to try to trade or go Pokemon. I guess when I go Pokemon Home, it'll be a lot easier than trying to trade for the Galarian, Slowbro, and Slowking forms. Alright, I wasn't paying attention to the weather. That looks kind of cloudy, right? Question mark? What do we think? I don't know. Yeah, it looks cloudy enough. Maybe I'll just wait until it rains. I'm not sure. But real quick, we'll wait to get a Sliggoo. I know I have a Goodra. Fast move it with a full box. It's so annoying. there. Oh, we're here. Back to box 6. Alright, here we go, box 6. I'm gonna eventually have to change my shinies box back too. I have 3 shinies in my entire PC. Alright, there we go. Go in here. Leave space for Hisuian, Sliggoo and Hisuian Goodra. Just have a little bit around. If I were smart, I'd find out where it goes and put it bad. I'll be lazy about it. Alright, well, while we wait for it to rain, next up, we've got Delibird. That I know I have. I have a bunch of Delibirds because when I was trying to complete the Pokédex missions. Oh, maybe I don't. Oh, Snorunt. So that's what I have a bunch of. Okay, I was gonna say I know I spent a lot of time in the Ice Wild Zone, catching a bunch because that's the best place to get Ice type mons. Delibird, Snorunt. Glalie is next. Do I have a Glalie? I don't have a Glalie. Cool. Alright, let's see. Evolve, Snorunt. Ah, level 42. That's doable. Alright, let's train a Snorunt. Let me see. So I saw a bunch earlier. I'm not even going to search for it. 42? So who's closest? 44, not bad. Alright, let's evolve Snorunt into Glalie. And then next up, we will have Frostlass. Okay, I think I have a Dawnstone, I'm pretty sure. Oh, this is a female Snorunt too. Needed that for Frostlass. Actually, I think I have an Alpha Frostlass. I don't even need to evolve that. Cool, perfect. And I learned Freeze Dry. Nice. Alright, head back over to boxes here. Why is the icon so small? You know, so zoomed out compared to other mons. All the other ones have kind of like a headshot. I guess because it's just like an orb. Yeah, okay, I guess because Inka is also kind of just there, but Skrelp's not very big. It's zoomed in. Klefki 2 is pretty tiny. Bellsprout, I don't know. All right, anyways, Frostlass. I have a couple Frostlasses. Frostlie. Wild Zone 20. You will go here. Alright. Snover, Abomasnow. Shout out Sinnoh, man. Favorite region. These are the ice types I grew up on right here. Snover and Abomasnow in Mount Coronet. And then that one town with all the ice types. Oh, okay. New box, box 7. Let's go. Let's see. Progress-wise, where do we start? Started pretty much at the start of box 6. But we didn't have to go out and catch much. Or anything for that matter. Still waiting to catch Sliggoo. Alright, Abomas. Not have one of those. Might even know. Oh, okay. I think this is alphabetically the first Pokemon too. I could be wrong. Let's see. Yeah, Toshiro. Let's go. Toshiro the Abomasnow for all my Bleach fans out there. Bergmite. And then I also have to save for save a spot for Hisuian Avalugg too. Which is no problem. I mean, that's light work. Alright. Bergmite. Pretty sure I have. There's an Avalugg that I know where to get. I don't know if I ever caught it. It's an alpha, and I've always had trouble catching it. But I haven't tried in a while, so let's see. Alright, Bergmite. I do have Avalugg. Cool. Avalugg. Save a spot for Hisuian Avalugg. Scyther. Oh, okay, and I don't have Scizor. I know that for a fact. So let's see. Do I have multiple Scythers? Or should I go ahead and catch another one? I only have one. Alright, let's go ahead and catch another one to evolve into Scizor, because I know I have the Metal Coat. Alright, Scyther. Let's see where we get this. Alright, it's loading. Wild Zone 13, I gotta check that. Well, we have the handy dandy internet at our service, so let's go. There we go. Oh yeah, this is the Wild Zone with all the bugs in it. I knew that. I knew that looking back on it, I knew that. Alright, we need a Scyther. Any Scyther will do. How many Pokemon are we at on our decks, actually, out of curiosity? No, I don't want to travel there, I'm already there. Let's see, 214. Almost caught up to the total number seen too, which is pretty cool. There's that Scyther. Let's see if I can send anything out. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, they're aggressive. Alright, Satoru. We are in a wild zone full of bug and grass types. I think as a rock and flying, you should thrive here. Go, caught that extra Scyther, and I'll KO this Trevenant just because, if I can. Hold on. I know Alphamons are. No, why did you hit him there? Force might end bad. Alright, Inosuke, let's really spamming Phantom Force. It's kind of crazy to me, but there we go. And I'll catch that just because it gave me so much trouble. Alright, now let's go to Epoxies. Where's that Scyther? I think we got two actually. There's a Trevenant. Did it fill one of my empty spaces? I hope not. Ah, okay, same box. So we have, that's in the right place. This one's to evolve. Name order. So for Scyther, to evolve it, you have to give it the Metal Coat to hold and then trade it. So what I'm also going to do is pull up a list of the link trade codes so that we can see which code we need to match with the Scyther trade. Let's see, trade codes. Hot take, I kind of like when Pokemon games do this. You know, it forces you to interact with other players in a positive way. I feel like a lot of modern gaming is not that. It's more competitive. This is more on the collaborative side. All right, 0176. Let's do that. And trade. Faraway players. And yeah, 0176, 0176. And let's see if we get our Scizor in return. So far, we've had pretty good luck. Some good Samaritans that are willing to reciprocate the trade. Never met anybody who wanted to trade back. I mean, I hope that you're not supposed to trade back and that everybody else is doing this like me, trying to just fill up a Pokédex. I feel like if you wanted to trade back, you know, whether it was either, you know, a shiny or you were trying to you know, get a competitive mon, you would probably do that with like a friend or with, you know, another device that you had, just to ensure that everything goes smoothly. But yeah, let's see. Will we find a trade partner? Let's see. I hope so. Trade partner has been found. Yeah, Metal Coat. Oh, it's a Japanese one too. Cool. That means, so for those of you guys who don't know, there is a method for breeding shiny Pokemon. Not guaranteed, obviously, but increasing the odds. Called I believe it's the Masuda method. And I believe it's named after one of the developers who implemented the method into the game. The way that it works is that if you breed any Pokemon that is, you know, compatible, either whether it's a Ditto or in the same egg group, and the two Pokemon are from different regions, like from games of different regions, and the odds of the Pokemon being shiny goes up. Still a pretty low chance. I mean, I think it goes up from like, oh, there we go. Let's see it evolve. Yeah, I think it goes up from like 1 in like 4,000 something to like, I don't know. I'd have to Google it. But yeah, still something thousand. So still pretty low chances. But yeah, a lot of people like to implement that method in terms of trying to breed shiny Pokemon. All right, there we go. Let's quit trading. Well, it's about to do the same thing anyways. They beat me to it. All right, cool. So we have our Scizor. So this is a cool Mon, man. Dope Mon. Next up is Pinsir. I know we have that. If we don't, I just caught one. So there's no way we don't have it. Pinsir. There's no way this is the first Pinsir I've caught. Did I not just catch one? Or maybe I didn't catch one and I only caught one before. I could have sworn that I had a bunch of these. Either way, we only need one, and now we have it. Heracross for sure. We have, I saw that. It's actually up here. We also have the one that we got from trade. Voice of Heracross, but let's go with this Alpha Heracross. Emolga, I'm pretty sure we have. Emolga, here we go. Right, yeah, Heracross, Emolga, Hawlucha. Thump, and I know that I have the evolution Trevenant. Ah, here we go. So there's no way I don't have one, right? 7. Hawlucha. Yeah, now that we have that. Trevenant. Oops. Alright. Scraggy. This is my only Scraggy? Really? Okay. Well, I know I have Scrafty because I've been using it for the Pokedex missions. I'm surprised that I only have one Scraggy though. Scrafty. I was gonna say, I know I have a bunch of those. It's Alpha Scrafty, Noibat, and Noivern. Making pretty good progress on this list, actually. Maybe by the time we get to the weekend, something that I can't stream like every day today, we'll be able to. Oh, Diancie. How do we get Diancie? And on Mewtwo, there's like a special mission that I hope isn't mystery event. No, okay, it says Magenta Sector 8. Maybe there's special missions for both of them. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Where were we? Oh, wow, yeah, we're getting pretty close. 186 out of a total of 232. Dope. Alright, let's see. I keep losing my spot. There we go. Nope. There we go. Noibat, Noivern. Let's get it, let's get it. Like that. Klefki I saw earlier, right here actually. Klefki is a pretty solid mon competitively if you know how to use it. Litwick. Lampent. Do I have Lampent? I know I have Chandelure. I don't have a Lampent. Okay, let's go get a Lampent. How many Litwicks do I have? Only the one. So I gotta catch another one or see if we can get Lampent somewhere. I know we can actually. Wild Zone 17 at night. Yeah, I know that for a fact. Because I've seen it and encountered it. I'm really surprised I haven't caught one. Okay. Well, it's still nighttime. Wild Zone 17, here I come. The dreaded Wild Zone 17. Let's see if I can get through without awakening all the Pyroar. If I do have a pretty solid team for countering them, though. In fact, here's what I'll do. I will... We're on... Alright. There we go. And then... I have 10 rare candies. Wow. I don't even know what I can use them all on. Get Saturo an extra level. Sauce. Is that an Alpha Skarmory? No! Alright, we made it. We're good. We did not awaken the Pyroars. Wait, nope. Definitely did. I don't think they see me. No, 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 no! No! Okay. Very quietly climb up this ladder. Alright. Going back to sleep. The Alpha's awake. There is our Lampent. Curse. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, we got caught the Lampent. No! I got afflicted by the Curse. So, Curse is an interesting move. Fun fact. Curse is the only move in the game. Gotta double check that, but I'm like 90% sure that's correct. Only move in the game that doesn't have a typing. Not only that, oh shoot, yeah, I definitely went with the Pyroar. Oh no 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 no, okay, this is bad, this is bad. This is bad. Pyroar. Oh, this is really bad. Okay, 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 we gotta get out of here, we gotta get out of here. Yeah, only move in the game that doesn't have a set typing. The type is literally Curse type. It's also the only move that doesn't have a plate, or only typing that doesn't have a plate, meaning that it's the only typing that Arceus cannot transform into. And the reason why Curse doesn't have a set typing is that it works completely differently from with Ghost types than it does for any other type Pokemon. So with any Pokemon that's not Ghost type, whether it be the primary or secondary type, Curse will, it lowers speed by 1 stage and then raises attack and defense by 1 or 2 stages, I think 1. However, on Ghost type Pokemon, it cuts their HP down, I think, to half and afflicts a status called Curse on the opposing mon. So there's no way to avoid this. You know, no Pokemon are immune to it. I think, you know, obviously you can use Protect, but yeah, there's no Pokemon are immune to it, whether your ability or typing, nothing like that. And once you're afflicted with the Curse, you lose 25 HP every turn of battle. In this game, that works out to be around, like, I think 15 or 20 seconds. But yeah, you lose a lot of HP. Not fun. So you want to switch out immediately if a Ghost type ever hits you with Curse. But anyways, let's move Lampent to its spot in our live decks. Okay, I caught 2. What I think I'm going to do is evolve 1 into Chandelure, because I do have a Chandelure, but it's one that I'm training to use in battle. No, I want one that can just sort of sit in the box. Litwick, Lampent. Let me just make sure I don't have multiple Chandelure already. No, I'm the one. Okay. Let me go and find Lampent real quick. Here we go. What's going on, Almostro? How we doing? How we doing? Yeah, it's been a while for me too. Been fairly busy lately, but playing a little bit of Pokemon here or there when I have time. Alright, what I'll do is... What level does Lampent evolve into Chandelure? Or does it evolve... I think it's Duskstone evolution, actually, if I'm not mistaken. I was right. It's Duskstone evolution. Alright, let's see if we have a Duskstone, and if not, let's get one. 3. This item. Cool. Chandelure is a great mon, by the way. Ghost and Fire type. So pretty dope typing. I believe first of its kind when it was released in Gen 5. Don't quote me on that. No. Yes. Yes. It still might be the first of its kind. Because I almost said Rotom. Like Rotom Heat, but that's fire and electric. It was actually electric and ghost pre-Gen 5, I believe. And then... yeah, only mons that come to mind of the ghost and fire typing is the Chandelure line. And I like to consider myself more or less an expert on fire types because I love fire types. So if I'm wrong, it's actually kind of embarrassing for me. But yeah, I think so. Alright, there we go. Chandelure line is done. Aerodactyl. I only have one and it's Satoru. Or do I? I only have one and it's Satoru. Alright, let's get this old Amber then. That's what we gotta do. So I know... let me think. I think you get it from the Stone Emporium. And then I'll also use that to get the other fossils too. Stone Emporium is right here. Yeah. Fly over to Wild Zone 12. And let's see. I already have a Sail Fossil, but I'll need multiple because I need both stages. Wow, 2.3 million Poké Dollars, man. If you guys can't tell, I've been active in the battle zones off stream. And an old Amber. Alright, let's head on over to the Pokemon Lab to get these restored. Realizing I actually don't know where that Pokemon Lab is. Bartender Cafe, Restaurant Leia, Quizartico, High Roller, Restaurant Le Wow. I'm gonna give it 3 more attempts and then I'm gonna just fly there with the fast travel on the map. Justice Dojo. You check here. Lumio Sewers. Last spot I'm gonna check. What am I feeling like? What am I feeling like? Right here. Nope, I already checked it. Was it this one? No. Alright. Travel spots. Pokemon Research Lab. Oh, it was down here by Wild Zone 1. Duh. Should have known that. Cool, let's get these fossils restored. So yeah, first up is going to be Aerodactyl. Then we have Tyrantrum. And then Amora and Aurorus. So let's get it. It's pressing too fast, but... oh well, we need one anyways. Tyrant. Cool. Tyrant's also a cool mon. Tyrant and Tyrantrum. Rock and Dragon, another unique typing. To my knowledge. Again, it's... I keep saying, the reason why I say to my knowledge is not because I don't consider myself somebody who knows a lot about Pokemon, but because at this point there's, you know, it's been 9 generations, over 1,000 Pokemon in total. And number one, I haven't even played every single Pokemon game out there. I played every mainline game. So any game that's, you know, been pretty much the start of a new generation. And then I've played all of the remakes. But then in terms of spin-offs, I've only played Legend Series. Played Pokemon Ranger. 2 of the Pokemon Rangers. I was actually really big into Mystery Dungeon games when I was younger too. But yeah. So the reason why I say to my knowledge is because there's just so much to know about Pokemon. I don't think anybody can know everything unless this is literally like your job, you know? Alright, there we go. Old Amber. Get our Aerodactyl. Not to be confused with Satoru Gojo, our other Aerodactyl. Alright, boxes. Aerodactyl. Baby Aerodactyl, level 20. This goes right after Chandelure. Alright, well, we have the Tyrant. Did I already have multiple? Really? I must have already bought a Jaw Fossil. Okay, well, that's cool, because then I can just grab the other one, train it up, and evolve it. Yeah, I must have already grabbed the Jaw Fossil. Oh, yeah, because there was a side quest, I remember now, where... Oops. Where, it was like two people that were, one had a, what's it called, Tyrantrum, the other one had an Aurorus, and you had to battle them both, and then they asked you, like, oh, what's cooler, the Jaw Fossil or Sail Fossil, and whichever one you pick, that is the one that they gave you. Close some of these tabs so I don't lose my spot here. Alright. That's a cool shiny, too. Level 39 during the day. Interesting. Alright, well, it's not daytime, but I think what I'm gonna do is, rather than change the time automatically with a bench, do a little bit of Battle Zone, pick up some extra money here and there, you know, get some XP as well for Tyrunt, because we do have to give it 19 levels. Who's my lucky egg? Maybe Shinra or Zaru? Typic with the Master Ball. I gave Typic the Master Ball literally so I wouldn't like throw it on accident. I know you can always get it from the guy, but the way that I see it is, if anything happens, you know, in terms of like server updates or like they reset something, you know, for everybody worldwide, it could potentially be gone, versus stuff in the PC is pretty solid. None of you have it. I need my battle teams, right? I need my battle teams. Who was our last team level? Shinra with the charcoal. I don't remember getting Shinra. Oh no, it's Shinra. This is, oh, that's Escanor, the other one, right? Yeah, I have two Pyroars. Maybe it's just in my bag, actually. Yeah, you know what? I think it's just in my bag because probably just took it from the last mon that reached level 100. Yeah, that's right, I did, because Shinra was the most recent to reach level 100, and he was also number 6 in the in our starting 6 lineup of fire types. There we go. Cool. Now let's find some people to battle. And just start with Aerodactyl, but you know what? We'll start with Emboar. Let the Mega Energy run out. And then we can evolve Aerodactyl. Psychic? Why do you even know Psychic? I guess to cover poison types. Nice. Sitting on level 25. Making decent progress already. I think I'm gonna start with ground type moves. Sure. No! Wrong type. I was acting too fast. I have another mon that has Earthquake on that bottom spot. That's gonna be the first thing, but whatever. Close combat, low-key packed the punch. Baby can evolve. There we go. I didn't see how much damage that outrage did, but I feel like it also looked really pack the punch. Aerodactyl is not a very bulky Pokemon, you know, it's meant to be a fast physical attacker. Okay, did not hit. Nice. 29. 3 more levels. You know what? Shout out Flabebe, but there's other mons that I kind of want to train over it. Can I search by type? I can. Those fire types I've got. Let's train Anko. Or Handy Dandy Chandelier. Alright, 10 more levels for Tyrant. Stealth, ninja. I think Aerodactyl. No, Aerodactyl's not faster than Talonflame. Mega Aerodactyl is faster than Talonflame, but Talonflame is one fast mon, dude. I'll even use that. It's not I could have probably evolved and KO'd, but Scizor, but Anko actually doesn't know any defensive fire type moves. There's a Will-O-Wisp though. That knockoff would have been a problem, but since there are no items in this game, knockoff also isn't in the game. Up, start battles with them. Oh shoot. What I was doing, I must have been the wrong way. Alright, really dynamic punch. That should not have been that difficult to take down. I don't know what I was doing. Perish Song, really? Okay. If you don't know, Perish Song is a move that once it's used, any Pokemon that hear the attack. So that means the opposing Pokemon and the user. Any Pokemon that hear the move will faint in 3 turns. Or in game time, I guess it's like probably around 60 seconds. I'm gonna switch that, of course. Pokemon with the ability Soundproof, however, are immune to Perish Song. That's kind of cool. There we go. Oh, it's so annoying when you try to sneak up on somebody in the game and just won't turn around. There we go. 2 more levels for Tyrant. Take it up to the land, I hope so. did. Oh, I'm also realizing it has to be daytime anyways, so not the end of the world if we don't, KO here. Alright, don't turn around before I land this. Thank you. Now, kind of risky going up against a slow bro, but let's go. There we go, canceled out the, what's it called, the surf. Alright, well, can't really do much in the nighttime. Oh, no, I was gonna KO it! I didn't mean to make you take a... Yeah, I was gonna let it get KO'd. So it didn't level up. I didn't mean to make it take a zap cannon to the face, though. That's kind of crazy. I'll get back, though. Just in some daytime. Mega Evolve. Alright. Cotton Guard, yeah, we'll take the, Oh, wait, no, it's part, never mind. I was gonna say it's part fighting type. Stornage won't be very effective, plus it has Cotton Guard boosting its defense. Plus 3. Guess that doesn't matter to our boy Aerodactyl. Okay, now, I'm going to head over to this Pokemon Center, heal up, and then also sit on the bench, change the time to day. And then let me just see the evolution conditions for Aurorus. If we need to also have it be daytime. If we do, then that might have been a waste of time, but whatever. No, nighttime. Okay. So actually, I should have restored Amora first. Put that there, but it is what it is. I'll take the 1K. Probably could have pushed for at least 10 wins to get that double profit, but money is not something we're low on in the game right now. Alright, Satchel. Is one enough? One was enough. Nice. Plus move and evolution. Cool, cool. And we'll have Amora, Aurorus, Onyx. Don't have Amora, right? I did not restore that Cell Fossil. Alright. I also have a quest at the Pokemon Research Lab. So I'll just avoid that floor for a little bit. Reason why I'm avoiding is because I want to do the quests on stream because they pertain to Xerneas and Yveltal, which will come at the end of completing the decks here. Restore 2 Cell Fossils. Okay, let's do it. So let me just make sure. I think it was the same level as Tyrant. Yeah, 39, but at nighttime. So we'll go back and sit on that bench, and there we go. Or Amora. has been obtained. Let's do one more here. Is that possible? Cool. Success. Your Set Fossil has been restored to an Amora. Nice. Boxes. Amora. Put one in the party. And then one in the PC. Cool. Alright, level 39 during the nighttime. So I think what I'm going to do is... let's exit the Pokemon Center. Maybe we don't even have to fast travel anywhere. Actually, you know what I can do? Where there's good Pokemon to train against and where there are park benches if we need to change the time of day is Wild Zone 20. Alphamons will also, what's it called? Drop XP candies. That'll be good too. So an Alpha Scolipede. Okay. I'll take it. Great start for Mega Aerodactyl here. Two Alpha Bug types. That is perfect. Let me give real quick Lucky Egg. Let's go a lot faster. Here I want to KO. Not necessarily want to, but let's see what I got from those. Two large XP candies. How much one does? 5 levels, not a lot to complain about. Another 4 levels. All right, nice. Now we're only 7 levels away, but of course it has to be nighttime, so I just gotta monitor that. Let's use 3. See what that gets us. 34, almost 35. Should get us to 35, 36. 37. And I think we'll leave it there. Change the time of day to nighttime, go to a battle zone. And that should give us enough XP for full evolution. I'm hoping. Let's see. So we have Onyx, Steelix, then the Aggron line. Aggron line, man. Cool Pokemon line. Definitely dope line of mons. Aggron, a lot of people forget, is not a pseudo-legendary Pokemon. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, pseudo-legendary Pokemon are a group of Pokemon that are... So the criteria for pseudo-legendary is that you have to have a base stat total of, I believe it's like... It's very high. I don't know the exact number, but it's high. Like, matter of fact, I'll look it up right now. Pseudo-legendary, so I can tell y'all exactly. Yeah. It's an unofficial term, actually, at least to my knowledge. But, here we go. Alright, pseudo-legendary, yeah, fan term referring to a group of Pokemon that meet the following criteria. Pokemon is the final stage of a 3-stage evolutionary line, so Aggron would meet that criteria. Has a base stat total of exactly 600 before Mega Evolving. So Aggron does not have a base stat total of exactly 600, I believe, and that's what holds it back. And then the Pokemon levels up at a slow rate. So slow rate is actually, you know, has defined criteria. That means that it requires 1,250,000 experience points to reach level 100. So just for reference, I'll pull up Aggron. Yeah, Aggron does, you know, slow XP growth, is the final stage in the 3-stage evolution line. But unfortunately, its base stat total is only 530. So, yeah, didn't make the pseudo-legendary list, but is often confused for being one. those of you who are confused, or not confused, but who are curious, these current pseudo-legendaries are Dragonite, Tyranitar, Salamence, and Metagross. Gen 3 is the only generation to have 2 pseudo-legendaries. So Dragonite, Tyranitar, Salamence, Metagross. Gen 4 has Garchomp. Gen 5 has Hydreigon. Not Haxorus. Haxorus is another Pokemon that is often confused for being a pseudo-legendary, but is not. It is Hydreigon in Gen 5. Gen 6 has Goodra. Gen 7. I'm blanking on the Gen 7 pseudo. Kommo-o, I believe. It's Kommo-o is a pseudo-legendary. Gen 8 is Dragapult. And then Gen 9 is Baxcalibur. Is it Kommo-o? Let me see. It is Kommo-o. Okay, there we go. There we go. See, my Pokemon knowledge is still kind of there. But anyways, back to the Pokédex here. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. What's going on, Has-Been Zin? How we doing, man? You just missed a little bit of Pokemon trivia, unless you already know all about pseudo-legendaries, in which case, probably didn't really teach you much. Super effective against electric type moves, I can do that. Probably could have tried to sneak up on it or whatever. Wow, Skarmory is bulky. I thought there was no way we're surviving Thunder Fang from the Aerodactyl, but look at that. Alright, Delibird, let's go, let's go, let's go. Who still plays Pokemon? It's been dead for years. I mean, it is currently still the largest entertainment franchise in the world, so I don't know about dead. But to answer your question, me and a good amount of other people. Alright, let's see. Can't land any but oh, so close. It should have been a level up. Sorry, next one. Next one. Earthquake will for sure. Nice. There we go. I don't have to respond to this. Okay. I thought it was something else. Never mind. Here we go. Mora can now evolve into Aurorus. Let it evolve, please. That goes to One Piece. I mean, when I say the largest grossing media franchise in the world, I mean, hold on. One Piece is pretty big. One Piece is definitely the largest anime out right now. You know, anime manga series. That's undeniable. But let me pull up the official list for you right here. So we have the list of highest grossing media franchises. You can see here Pokemon comes in at number 1. At 115 billion, just kind of crazy. And then number 2 is Mickey Mouse, so not surprising there. Winnie the Pooh, another one surprising. But yeah, for reference on how big Pokemon is, bigger than some of Disney's biggest names, which is a statement. Now, given, of course, right, it makes sense when you think about the fact that Pokemon has video games and an anime and manga and, you know, trading card series. Pokemon Go is also pretty popular. I haven't played in a while. But I'm being told that it's making a comeback as well. So it makes sense that, you know, when you compare it to something like, let's say, you know, One Piece, for example, One Piece is mostly driven by anime and manga, right? There are One Piece video games and, you know, other bits and pieces of the media there, but they're not quite as popular as the anime and manga. The way that, you know, in Pokemon, for example, the games are, if not as popular, probably more popular than the anime. But yeah, I mean, in terms of the anime world, you can't get bigger than One Piece is right now. One Piece is huge. definitely is on a crazy run. It doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon either, which is nuts. Slowing down in terms of popularity. I have heard that the story is like slowly creeping towards a conclusion, but yeah, in terms of popularity, I mean, it's definitely still growing. All right, let's see here. Onyx. Now I have one of those. I don't have a Steelix, so let's see Onyx. I gotta give one of these the other full metal coat, or it says metal coat, not full metal coat. Onyx. Steelix. Actually, let's go. Onyx here. Did I only have one Onyx? What am I searching for? Hold on. Now I'm confused. It's telling me I don't have an Onyx. Oh, it's because I'm in, because I was an item mode, that's why. It was like grayed out, I'm like, something's not right. Okay. This Onyx. Open up satchel. Give it the metal coat. Alright, and now let's go back and find our link trade codes. Close the tab. Oops. Oh no, here we go. Zero 197. 01970. All right. See if there's anybody else trying to trade an Onyx for a Steelix. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know. I like Yu-Gi-Oh more. I mean, yeah. No, you're definitely entitled to the opinion. Everybody is allowed to like what they want to like. I was just, clarifying in terms of how big Pokemon was. But at the end of the day, what you prefer is going to be what you prefer. I love when you do trades here and people, thumbs up a Pokemon that they see that they like, in the hopes that out of the kindness of my heart, I'll trade like a Greninja for their Onyx. One day, maybe I will. Maybe I will. But sorry, pal. Today we're both getting Steelix. I think once I finish my live decks, I'll probably just start like catching a bunch of cool mons, raising them up to be strong, and then literally just like trading them for whatever, Oh, but you need link codes. You can't. There's no GTS in here. If they had a GTS, I could just start sending them out. I don't know. All right, come on. Let's see if we get a. There we go. All right. See this evolution right here. Why is it Japanese? The guy that I traded with was based in Japan. Yeah, you can trade with people from all around the world in this game, so. Dragon Ball Super ended in like 2018, about to be 2076 when I'm bringing it back. They have announced that they're doing something with Dragon Ball next year, but yeah, no official return for the Dragon Ball Super manga or anime for that matter. So Dragon Ball is very much up in the air. The thing with Dragon Ball is that the fans are definitely still very much interested. That's not the issue. The issue is that there's such an intense legal battle right now between the anime and the manga that nothing is getting done. The manga company, manga publisher won't let the animation studio animate anything, And the animation studio is like, well, if you won't let us animate anything, then we're just not going to animate your manga chapters. So they're both trying to withhold major profits from the other, but because people are at the end of the day still consuming both the anime and the manga, the only people that really suffer are the fans. So it's unfortunate. I guess worst case scenario, all contracts have term limits. So after X amount of years, neither company will own the rights to any of the stuff, and then I guess Toyotaro can keep doing it, but I don't think they're gonna let that happen either. Not with a franchise like Dragon Ball. That doesn't happen with Dragon Ball. That happens with small projects and stuff like that. But yeah, I think they're eventually probably gonna keep the manga going just because they are getting ready to kick off the Black Frieza arc. But in terms of what that's gonna look like or when it's gonna be released, anybody's guess is as good as mine. Right. Yeah, they have been doing a lot in the game space. They've been continuing to release stuff in terms of, they had Sparking Zero drop last year. They're still doing DLC for Xenoverse 2, literally 10 years later. And there have been rumors of Xenoverse 3, nothing official yet, but rumors. Sparking Zero is still getting DLC. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is still getting DLC, and that's surprising because that's a game that I feel like a lot of people forgot about. Obviously, Dragon Ball Legends is still huge. It was, if not currently is, the biggest mobile game on the iOS App Store, which is really impressive. If mobile gaming is still definitely a pretty lucrative industry, and they still release stuff for Legends 2, Dokkan Battle as well. So yeah, in terms of the gaming space, Dragon Ball is holding it down pretty well, and that's good because I have always said that when it comes to anime games, really no series does it better than Dragon Ball. Naruto comes close in some aspects, but yeah, Dragon Ball is definitely, in my opinion, the best. Not counting Pokemon, just because Pokemon were video games first, that then got an anime adaptation. But yeah, they're still doing stuff in the video game space, but anime and manga, anybody's guess. They said something is coming in 2026, but they didn't specify if that was more manga chapters or anime adaptation, a movie. For all we know, it could be an announcement. January 1st, 2026, they could say, okay guys, new Dragon Ball game coming in the next 10 years, goodbye, and that could be it. So unfortunately, we don't know, but we can only hope. And then yeah, Genshin Impact as well is something that they released not too long ago. I think it was like 2 months ago. That's that if if you're into that MOBA style, especially of like a competitive ranked scene, Genshin Squad is definitely something you should check out. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a stream for this evening. Gotta go to the gym, do some other stuff in the evening. But as always, man, thank y'all for showing up, showing out, and showing love. Hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday, fantastic rest of your week, and I'll catch y'all next time, man. Peace.